Looks very bright and cheery. Your mother's been languishing in places besides here.
So the people that have the Morgans and Colfax, they held a lot of Pirelli clinics when we were real active
Oh,
and
cool.
doing clinics, yeah. And they have James.
The Morgan's a
do you
good
know
mine
James
for that.
Shaw? James
Yeah.
Shaw.
Uh-huh.
She does James Shaw every year still. So.
Wow.
Yeah. And Aton was
Yep.
at her place.
I love
also,
Aton.
Yeah. They have a real nice indoor.
Aton is just the bee's knees.
He was a good teacher.
A very good teacher. And a very good person at explaining his thing, you know?
Uh-huh.
He was a gifted, I don't know what he's doing these days, he was a gifted person. Probably out there playing with horses still. This horse got a place to go today.
Seems to have a, yeah, and this is a no ask
No, he's just going.
yet.
Did he miss supper or has supper already been?
No, they haven't fed yet.
Okay, well then he's not dying.
No, and Robin, my only concern is I offered him, his treat of Outlast, and he wasn't interested.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, that's peculiar.
yeah, I thought that was a bit different, but,
Well,
but there's no other indication that he's,
Unwell.
yeah.
Because usually they love Outlast of the tree. Well, Anita was fussing that Bambi was distracted because she hadn't had breakfast. Well, she had her grain, just hadn't had her hay. But, she'll live without the hay for the moment. She actually was very good, but she kept saying she was being distracted. I thought she was fine. She only had to go half an hour without hay. Mine don't think they missed breakfast if they missed their hay, but they think they missed breakfast if they didn't get their grain. It would be perturbed. They always have hay. They come in with hay in their mouth to ask for breakfast. Otherwise, yes, I would throw them a flake of hay, but they come in with hay in their mouths.
See, and that's been Steph's contention, is that Jim could be licking up his last
Yes.
piece as the next
That,
serving.
that was how my father-in-law took care of cows, beef cattle. He wanted them licking the last 2 bites up before he came with more. But they did. He had 75 brood cows, and he had it figured so they were just finishing when he showed up again. And he raised beautiful cattle. But yeah, they sure do. The funny thing about his herd was the bull ran with them year round, and the bull was daycare for the babies. When the mothers went off eating, Papa had 75 babies like little satellites all curled up around him, and he took care of them. He was a very nice bull, particularly good quality bull, but they were no Angus. He was daycare, and the women were happy to leave their little monkeys with him and go grazing, because they had to go down the valley and across the hill to get to the really good grazing. So he stayed with them. One time we came home from a movie down in Churchill, which was about 12 miles away, and the babies had just been weaned and brought up to the feedlot. We knew something was wrong because there were a bunch of big black mama heads peering around the garage going, ooh, and they'd gotten out to come get their children and left him behind. But they'd gotten up to come, they wanted their children back.
They do make a lot of noise.
They do.
David's neighbor.
Oh. The weanlings screech and the mothers moo, and it's such a fracas. They switched from dairy to beef the week Wilson went to college. Cheap help left, and they changed what they were doing.
There are a lot of people getting out of dairy now.
Oh yeah, dairy's a poor place to be. We'll all be lost without milk, but
Where will a good yogurt come from?
I know.
Cheese.
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 Yeah. You can always have sheep and goat yogurt, I guess. I like the people that have sheep dairies. They milk sheep for cheese.
Can you imagine milking sheep?
Do what?
Milking a sheep?
Yeah. I have not milked a sheep. I've milked plenty of goats.
Yeah, goats I can see, but
Yeah,
sheep.
milking a goat's a perfectly good function. And the thing, all the goats I've had didn't care if they only got milked once a day, which was nice. The darn old cows have to be done twice a day. Make sure your leg's not digging back. There you go. I do see everything. That's me, Yubman. I'm paid to be the buzzard looking for breakfast. I try not to miss much. He is bright-eyed. Are you sound?
We're gonna just keep working through and see what happens, because this is what he's been doing.
Don't go faster.
Whenever he turns out for once a week or twice a week, not once a week, once every 2 weeks, he does this, I think it's the left front.
I know it's the left front. But the left front is the one that's flat. It has no heel support. But you don't have to go faster. Just let him jog through it. That's a good boy.
Oh, he's? Walk on.
Are they feeding out there?
He's just thinking that he's missing something. Got.
He looks very bright-eyed and busy. Like he's got a plan. That's getting better. If they're at all iffy, I don't go faster. I let them just putt along. I don't want to hyperextend something or make them take dumb steps.
See, and I just.
Yeah, when you switch to left there, it's not 100%.
It's like, feels like a hop.
It's a limp is what it is. You're doing the right thing. You keep him on a loose rein. Doesn't need to go faster. Just let him waddle. There we go.
Without dying completely.
Oh, did you not ask for that transition?
Well, let's put it straight. I asked for it, I didn't support it.
Oh, I thought you asked for it because he did it so smoothly.
There you go.
Yeah, there's something there left front. The left front was the one I was whining about with the heel having no support and the toe being long and curling up. When he walks, you can see his cornet right in the ground. And it's probably outside left front because you see it on a left curve. If it was inside left front, you'd see it on a right curve. And he looks good on a right curve. And the one little stifle slip he did, I think, was just accompanying whatever was going in front. I don't think there's anything wrong back there. Boy,
It is a carriage that's been there all week long.
yeah, but he hasn't seen it. He hasn't been out here. He says, I'm a little bit lame, lady.
Well, you may have just gotten shorter.
I wasn't looking for that. You had to be a whale like weekend. We'd like you to be able to play. Are you going to beat Ginny?
Did he have one?
So is it his trim?
Hmm?
Is it his trim? The way that the shoes are?
I think it's the trim job. You notice his toe kind of long, and he almost got pixie slippers. The toe rolls up, and there's no support on the heel. He doesn't have a lot of heel on that one. Did he go barefoot over the winter? No. So nothing's changed.
I think there was some distraction during chewing, I'm not sure.
Because I didn't see a thing the other day.
No, and he didn't, I mean.
And you know me, I'm always looking.
I know, and he's going, like I said, I have this about, I don't know, foot or muscle. I have this about once a week, once every 2 weeks, where I come out and when he does this, I usually just let him put it back in, and then next time I pull him out, he's fine. We have to get to the root of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen it before on him. I've seen it play.
This is new.
Yeah, I've not seen it on him. And the only reason it concerns me is I was a little concerned with the angle of the foot to begin with.
Yeah, I know. So.
Because it's not enhancing whatever's living in there for a foot. I mean, when I look across the ring, he lowers that pastern quite a bit because he doesn't have heel support. The other pastern stays right up, and that one goes flop. And he's not a floppy pasterned horse. He's got nice, strong pasterns. See, this looks pretty good.
This feels great.
Yeah. I didn't see a thing on Friday. And he's jolly looking. His ears are up, his eyes are bright. And I really don't see it this direction. But sometimes you change to left and he's like, owie, owie, owie.
It's totally, I mean, if I can feel it, we know it's serious.
He's what we call a grade 3, observable under most conditions. No, it's not, because it's not both directions, so he's no worse than a grade 2. Grade 1 is difficult to observe. Grade 2 is observable, consistently observable under some conditions. Grade 3 is observable under all conditions. And by grade 5, we're leg waving, which he isn't. It's a little system whereby all veterinarians can discuss the same thing with each other. Now, this is good. This is better than we were.
Yes.
He's carrying himself better now.
Until we went to that corner.
Yep. Well, it has to do with landing on the left side of that leg. But I don't know what it is. Except we have navicular bones down there, which we're stepping hard on. And we have suspensory branches, which don't get helped for a low-lying leg. And then it's very intermittent. It's something that gets quite bad, and then it's sort of minuscule.
Yeah. And I don't really feel it at the walk.
I don't see it at the walk. I was totally shocked when you started to trot.
Do you want me to get off and try lunging him?
Not too many circles. Just keep hacking around.
No? I don't see green.
It's pretty good that direction. Now, he probably hasn't moved a lot in the last couple of days, but
He is not,
that
but
shouldn't be the issue. He's been blanketed, he's been warm. He had back on track under his other things, so,
I did that.
huh?
I
You did
blanketed.
that, good, that's a good arrangement. There I went deep in the corner, I didn't see anything.
see.
A little bit. Because it also probably depends on the bank of the track.
Yes.
If you get, if you get in one side of it, it lifts up on that outside. But he's pretty darn steady. Getting better as you go. But either of those things, either navicular discomfort or soft tissue, will work out, but then it can show up again. Good boy. You know he hasn't been out playing with anybody and getting beaten up.
Nope.
Once in a while he kind of wants to stop.
Yes.
I think maybe he's just playing with you because of dinner time.
He's testing us. How serious are we about this lesson?
Actually, he looks like he's enjoying moving.
Well, I mean, like you and I both felt, it was like he came out ready to go.
That's what he looks like. He's like, yeah, I've been watching, everybody else has been playing. They've been neglecting me because your mother wasn't here. It started out pretty consistent. Now it's very intermediate. If it's intermittent, whether it's there at all. He's kind of round and happy looking. Length of stride is normal. A good push off the backside. And there I didn't see it when you changed diagonal. It looks like he's worked out of it. He worked hard the other day, but it was more with the rear end doing the counterbends and stuff. Not much there. That looks good. It's always the darn white legs. I think for the moment he's worked out of it.
I think let's try it.
Yeah. He stopped with his rear end out behind him. Did the bit where he stopped the hind legs and the front legs walk away. He's like, oh yeah, instead of, oh, I heard you. That's all right. You can do more transitions today. Let him stretch a minute. I don't see it now. But it is, I guess, something to look at.
Well, I'll measure the roads, because
Yeah.
the vet's coming on Wednesday late and next Monday, and we'll catch her on
And
Monday.
it might be worth something lunging him cold turkey for to see.
Okay?
Start on the left.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think that pastern collapses more than the other. Because you can see the hoof head bulging. I don't on the other foot. He doesn't seem like work is bothering him. Yeah, he's very cheerful. I know Morgan that I rode at camp in the summers, and he was lame except the days we went to the jumping ring. I don't know what he had going for him, but he would be lame the days we went to the flat ring. The days we went to the jumping ring, he was fine. I don't think he's that smart, but maybe he is. That's good. Try not to be quite so forward. There you go. He looks like he's floating around. Because it's when he first started, every time he changed diagonally, he set out, but he's not now. I don't think that took him but about 10 minutes to get over it. He's got his organization back in his rear end.
Are you saying he's not driving his toes?
Well, no, and remember he missed with a stifle once, and he was acting like, whose hind legs are these? No, today's fine. But when he started out, he looked like, I can't move these legs because I can't move that front one. Now they're doing a good job. And your leg is good because I see your knee not gripping, and it's not falling back, and he's going. So he's ready to work you. Don't get forward. That's it. So the base of your neck pulls down to keep your chin up and to support it. Your shoulder blades pull together and the muscles over your ribs pull together, and that keeps your back supported so you don't have to lean forward. If that was a tight left, he's fine. Yep. But he's got a little more swing to the right, a little more reach on that leg. He's not limping landing on it now, but he doesn't reach as much with it in the other direction. He's quite good at both hind legs. Not as toe drag as he was the other day. He drags him a little, but not as much as he did. So your rein connection stays elastic. He was sort of stretching and your arm was sort of jumping, and he was bumping into you. He didn't seem to care. He didn't react, and he didn't jump up off your hand. He's doing good things with your shoulders. I don't have to remind you to bring them forward. And his bend seems equal. And when you come off the diagonal, he does a nice bend and clings to the wall. So send him over to the wall. Over. Yeah, good boy. See, he couldn't bend and turn like that 10 minutes ago. 15 minutes ago. I think he comes through not quite as quick with that one because he's probably not dying to slap it down. Because something was bothering it. But he can go through that corner fine. I think he's okay to work. Good boy.
Needs a way to walk.
Owner can have a walk. Owner's had a long weekend of partying. Yeah.
Is he
Did you manage to get rid of all the vagrants for the 5 o'clock dinner?
We did, well, with the exception of one family of cousins, which we just, grouped in, because there was that percentage of,
Just went ahead and fed them?
yes. It's the, it was the young orphan, the dad was orphaned when he was 14.
Wow.
With his mother was killed in a head-on accident with him and all of his siblings in the car.
Whoa. So
Yeah.
not only was orphaned, he was without siblings anymore?
Well, his sisters were in, I'm trying to think, he got out, he was the first one out of the hospital, but there was one sibling spent 4 months in the
Oh
hospital.
my God. And the mother died.
And the mother died on his, and an aunt, and their father had already been killed in a, falling asleep at the wheel in a car accident.
Jeez. They're a hard luck crowd.
They were, and then there was a custody battle over the children. It's like, okay.
Uh-huh, that's a
Which is
group
why
I,
it's important to keep your will current.
that's the group I want to mess with.
But they turned out okay. He works for Union Pacific, and has 3 lovely boys, and, who are bilingual in Japanese.
Neat.
And, one of them, the youngest one, is at some special school for future Olympic wrestlers.
Oh, wow.
Not my cup of tea, but hey, what do I
Hey,
know?
it's-
Everybody has these weird
Maybe has to do what they
quirks.
have to. My friends at Emmix, they've followed their boys all through college wrestling. They, 2 of them went to college on wrestling scholarships.
Right?
And an amazing bunch of boys. One is head of surgery at University of Michigan, Ann Arbor Medical School. One is a musicologist, international musicologist. One is an artist who actually makes a living as an artist. And the 4th one transports body parts for transplant and catalogs them and keeps track of them and runs an amazing service. And then they have a daughter they should have left wherever they found her. The boys are definitely, I mean, their parents are fabulous people, both of them. The boys are more like their mother than their father, but all of them amazing. And then his daughter looks as misfortunate of looking like her dad, and she is just beyond useless. And then she has a darling daughter, and they live in the same house with their parents. It's like, oh my God, you have to watch this woman fall apart and take her daughter with her. The daughter's musical, the daughter's a lovely rider, but the mother doesn't want her doing those things. So let's see what the canter looks like, because I'm happy with the truck. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to get back to his counter bending, but I want to make sure he's comfortable. So did your mother-in-law actually get people in that nobody knew with the free coffee and dessert?
You know what? The ones that we thought were going to be the worst were not bad.
Oh, good.
Oh, come on, we're not going to do that. It was very interesting. And then there were the people that everybody was going, who is that?
Right. Even in a big family, there shouldn't be one nobody knows.
Well, the Cub Scout leader, the guy who took over Cub Scout leading, oh my gosh, it was just a stitch.
Well, you advertise in the paper for dessert eaters, you'll get them. That's a good boy.
Do you want me to 2-point and move him up a little bit?
Let him just rock along like that. I like to let him just rock along and kind of review. He is reviewing his body. It's actually kind of nice. I don't mind that it's lazy, because it looks comfortable. Make sure you stay where you are, not leaning and twisting into the corner. Hello, good boy. A little bit of a rut on that side. I don't want to be caught coming out of it. It looks perfectly comfortable. He's got a nice, I don't think you need to move him up. I think it's good. He got a nice swing from behind. He's carrying himself. I know. Just let me tell you about my pain. So let's try the other lead. Make a change wherever you wish. Don't let him flatten and quit. I know. You got bugs in your nose. I don't think it's pollen season yet out here. Back looks really up today. It looks nice.
I can feel it under
Feel
the
it?
saddle.
Yep, it's pushing your saddle up. He's not just being the red-headed broom handle. That looks good. Got his inside hip down in each direction. And I like when you sit where you belong. He likes it too. Good boy. And there's quite a nice swing to it. And both sides look pretty matchy-matchy. And I don't know if it's always there. He's swinging the left front out a little bit, but I'm not sure it's not always there.
I'm just watching for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's minimal enough it might not have caught my eye.
Except he's under the microscope.
That's right. Looks like he's towing in a little bit, both front, but I maybe never noticed that he did. He certainly can canter all day. He is a thoroughbred. He's born to canter. He made his living cantering. That's why I love them. Canter's my favorite gear. But he didn't always canter this pretty. Diane didn't always canter this pretty either. And come trotting. Put your heels down and under. Catch the front end, but you didn't need to. He fixed it himself. Good boy. Let him trot. See, he's a little bit paddling with the left front. I don't know why. Good boy.
I think I'll have a discussion the next time he's set.
Yeah.
Because Trish, I noticed the paddling a little bit,
This.
this last
Yeah.
check. Then she too kind of went, you always forget them.
Well, you know, it's funny. He has the color of his markings is a diagonal line to the inside. Because I keep thinking he's towing in, and then I think, well, maybe I'm being bamboozled by the diagonal line, but then he's moving like a horse is towing. When you tow in, you paddle. And it's a nice, consistent, it doesn't look like he's trying not to or like he's trying to prevent shaking anything. It's just kind of going along. You know, I don't see him first thing in the morning to see if there's any fill.
He's been pretty good. He's
Yeah.
been pretty tight recently. I haven't had to worry.
It looks like he lands pretty straight. He does have a notch on the front of the foot. And I don't know whether it's blood or not, but there is something, the dark spot in the foot of his foot,
Of this, okay.
of that foot.
Because the left hind was the one that the other day before you came, I found, you know, not even a very small, it could have been a track.
Well,
or it
that's
could have
what
just been
I'm
a-
wondering if this thing is.
Well,
Just come
yeah.
over here a minute, let me look. Because there's a streak. You see the dark spot coming down his leg? Right out of the corner, and I don't know if it's mud or guts.
Let's check.
But if it is a track and it is doesn't look like it's anything but mud, does it?
Yeah, it's just dirt.
It's not on his hoof. No, I think it's just dirt.
Your mom did a really poor job of presentation today.
They could have picked it up here. Hi, buddy.
There, we made you beautiful.
He is beautiful. And he's standing straight on it. When he goes, he flicks it.
Oh, you know what else I didn't do?
But
I like, we're gonna back up a step or two. Back, back. Just so.
oh, tighten your girth? There's an option. Good thing you sit in the middle, eh? See, with that diagonal line, it can really boggle your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Very seldom see him marking that diagonal.
He says, I'm just plain striking.
You are
That's me.
He says, look at him admire me.
striking.
Look at me puzzle them. Let's see, what can I do now?
Good boy. When we're done, we should stand a bit and then move him. See if we got something bruisey or abscessy, and it gets sore standing. I think it's hard for veterinarians to come into the middle of something and say, he's not right, and they go, yeah, well, I don't see it.
Yeah, she's pretty good, but yeah.
And she may need to see him work, I don't know.
Well, and basically her comment is, he looks so much better than he did.
Well, yes, he looks very, very good, and his body carriage is very, very good. But he was distinctly lame when today started.
Yeah, thank you, I'm not losing my mind.
No, he was distinctly lame. I was like, what's that? I've seen him a little dingy, but I've never seen him lame. You've been a bit...
That started getting rough.
Yeah, it was a little like, which leg am I using? He needed more of a signal to kick off the outside hind. Don't put your inside legs back. Inside leg forward, outside leg back. There you go. That was pretty.
Okay?
Always remember both legs. So the outside leg back activates the outside hind. The inside forward says, don't fall in and get off your front end. And then he goes looping along really nicely. But if you don't remember to bring the inside one forward, it will sneak back. And then he says, you want counter, canter, or don't you, lady? He reminds me so much of a horse I rode in my teenage years. Horse named Good Time, looked just like him. You're sitting in the middle today, too. Must be good for you to go off partying with family.
Hey, there's only 2 bottles of red.
Yeah, shucks, we could do that, just the two of us. What'd the rest drink?
Oh, their whiskey.
Wow.
Oh my God, my brother-in-law.
You really pack it in?
Oh, he came.
Yeah, fun.
And he's quite regretted it.
Leave him? Leave him right there?
She was already at the front door.
Is that Mummy's favorite?
No, because they're too much alike.
Ah! Good boy. That wasn't bad at all. It was really nice. It was a lovely turn. And a lovely canter part. Hmm?
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was like water off the duck's back. Maybe he's always waved that left front, and I just didn't look at it before. I don't know. Because I can canter and blow my nose, fall down, and do all kinds of fun things. Isn't that a nice place to sit? Good boy. Had a little moment where he hiccuped and he went, okay, I can go. Keep your right leg on. Your right leg on. Counter, canter, always keep the opposite leg on. Come on, come on. Don't pump. Sit back and kick. Stay behind. Very good boy. Very good. You should have seen Merrick doing canter deviations, which became counter canters. We all went, ah! It was fast, and so glad you caught it. We still getting to see it because she could feel it, but she didn't see it. Everybody went, oh, good boy. Have you been practicing counter canters? They look really good.
No.
The right leg, right leg, right leg, right leg. Just keep the right leg busy. Don't let him quit. See how light he comes in front? Good boy. America just levitated. It was like somebody shot him under the belly. Good boy. Don't get ahead of him. Sit back. Very nice. And it got better, huh?
Yes.
Every time you sit back, he goes, oh, thank God. Good boy. I love that high bowling. Whoop. He forgets he's a quadruped every once in a while. Good boy. Nice halt. A little out behind, but not bad. Not hardly breathing.
Hey, who's doing all the work here?
Right.
Easy for you to say, I'm hardly yet breathing.
He says, I thought I was management and you were labor. So for this side, you have the left leg, just keep him going when you go counter, counter.
Yep.
And just turn with your eyes or run into the wall. You'll keep going. Like left leg, left leg, left leg, left leg. Very good. And you feel him sit?
Yes.
Yeah, he sat down. He says, I got to fix this darn thing. Good boy. Left leg, left leg, left leg. Yep, good. And you're doing a really good job keeping your other leg forward. Because, man, I got to organize my pieces to do this exercise. Wow. Pretty cool.
considering we weren't sure we were gonna be able to play.
Well, he may not walk tomorrow, but. Well, that's my favorite racetrack man. He goes, "Come on, Robin, bring me a lame horse for crying out loud. Don't ask me to do voodoo on one that's perfectly fine. Take it home and get it lame." Good boy. He also can carry a pretty small circle. And Diane's learned to sit and not lean forward. It makes a huge difference. Big Red says, "Yeah, I'm cool." I think you got it broke. It really goes well. Don't chase with the body, just sit back and send it. Yeah. When you get chasing with the body, I see you get tight in your arms and he goes, "Hello." Good boy. Stay behind him and chase him forward. What's the matter with that?
Nothing.
And that's a better halt too, because he actually left with his hind legs underneath him. Plus, he didn't fall into your hand.
No. All right, we
Good
need walk
boy.
with the flag race.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm wondering about. Are we going to kill her? Oh well, she'll grow back.
Todd Morgan can come collect me.
Are they back?
Probably not.
They probably.
I'm not.
Knowing
you-
that pair, they probably went touring.
What, you remember what the road was coming yesterday morning?
How beautiful it was. It's gone to hell now.
Yeah.
We've been going in and out the North Road.
And now, our lane's much like that.
We've been in and out of your lane, but it's no prize.
And, he's got the fancy toy car, so.
How's he going to get home?
Maybe walk from the lane. You know.
Pony it. Because it's pretty much Macamora.
Yes, it is.
And that road that was so beautiful yesterday morning is Copwood.
Yes.
Yeah, Donna decided we weren't going that way, and then Ginny said this morning, "I'm not going that road." She said, "I did it once, and that was once too many."
Bye, Robin.
Bye-bye, good to see you.
Thanks, Kathy, for the videos. Bye, Jimmy.
Any nice to have videos? What have you got? Are you going to, hey, you got a dog on a leash.
Yeah, no, just to keep him alive and fine for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
Thank you,
if
Donna,
you
for your
drive
help.
4.5 hours, you're more than likely buying him. He had to,
Yeah, she's going to England, so she doesn't need him right now.
right. I think I would have felt a little better if she'd been.
But I think it's a really nice match. It'd be nice if she'd pay now,
Yeah.
or at least play a
She
deposit.
conveniently forgot her checkbook. I'm like, oh, great, here we go.
You know, a,
But I know she
a
looked pretty good.
deposit would hold him,
Yeah.
but
She
it'd be
knows I'm pretty picky. I've had other people who
Uh,
showed interest.
yeah, but I like that match.
Yeah,
And I've seen a lot of her and her ponies over the year, and I think it's a good deal for him.
yeah, and her driving is
She did fine with it.
really improved the last few years.
Oh, yeah. Hugely. Hugely.
It'll
She's
be
got,
fun to watch
she's
her.
really got interested in taking responsibility for making it work.
Yeah.
It's no longer the pony's fault.
Yep, it'll be fun. We'll see what happens. Now we just have to be on the
Have
lookout.
have a safe trip back to the wilds.
14 hand pony, 13.
I'll keep my eye out. But it has to be a good one.
Yes.
You don't need just any pony.
No. No, it's got to be something special for me to get rid of Lex.
Yeah.
Or think about.
You have to change equipment and da-da-da-da. But you'd have fun with a biggie.
Yeah,
And it's got to be old enough we know it's not going to go oversized.
exactly. I don't want anything, I don't think, under 8.
You know, I think 8's good. Started,
And I got my Paj Con that
yeah,
will fit
yeah,
a
yeah,
single.
yeah. Because you don't need one that's going to suddenly turn 10 and become 14, 2 1/3.
No, I actually think I want 13 to 14.
Yeah, okay.
So.
So the bottom side large.
And what color is your preference, my dear? Come on.
Bay, white socks. You know, if I
I
get,
wonder if Joanna Wilburn has anything.
and then something that's not,
Because the Rolling Woods
$13,000.
ponies have had really good starts. You know the pony that Wanda drives down in Florida? Uppity? Rolling Woods,
Okay, yeah.
that bunch. They have, it's Name is Rolling Woods Moving On Up, and they call him Uppity. She had a mare I wanted to steal, and she said I could have it. And when I wasn't looking, her sister took it. And her sister's the vet that pays the bills, so she got it. Now she can't drive it, so she sold it for big bucks at some hunter barn. It was beautiful.
I guess the other things I don't want to part with.
Yeah.
Really, everything that I've seen that faintly shows interest is over 10,000, and I just don't know that I'm ready to.
Well, you shouldn't have to invest $1 million because you can make it up. As long as it's started in a nice type and the right size and shows
Yeah.
potential.
That hasn't been ran through 5 fences.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need one that's gone pony hunter, ka-thump, 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 ka-thump for years. Because they run out of gas. I teach a 22-year-old professional kids pony hunter. He's a lovely thing. But he's jumped a bunch of damn fences in his life. And he's bay. You'd have to kill the woman to get him.
Hey, Jim, his break's done.
But I'll keep it in mind, see what I see lurk in the territories.
Thank you.
We'll see you in May, Donna? We'll see you in May? Oh, yes, cool.
She's like the proverbial bad penny, she shows up again. All right, me, so let's see what we can do with our counterbands. Yeah, time's still good. I get going with him and I lose track of time and suddenly it's 2 hours later.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't get them warmed up to work them out of that little gym.
Well, that's all right. I don't like it, but I'm happy to have seen it. I've seen soft tissue things do like that. I've seen navicular things go like that.
Okay, so the counterbend is where his
Was
nose-
had his head to the wall and his butt came in yesterday.
Right, that's what I thought, yes.
Yeah.
Starting to walk or starting to run?
Do it to walk. He's also lower on the outside of that foot, which is the side he's lame on. There you go. Tap with your leg. Tap. Tap. Don't wiggle and squirm. Move your leg. There you go. Keep coming. Keep coming. Don't wiggle and squirm. Just kick with one leg. Not the other leg. There you go. Fix it with the outside rein. So more activity is not the answer.
Okay.
Well-timed, directed activity is the answer. But don't panic, it's not going to happen. He's still really cheerful. Put your leg on, not too far back. Don't mess with your hands, and just keep your outside rein so he can't bend too much. Kick, kick, kick. That boy. This is leg yield head to the wall. I call it counterbend, but it's leg yield head to the wall, which is where most dressage horses start. He's like, "You really want me to do that?" Put your leg on. Yeah, so you catch him before he gets stuck in the corner?
Yeah.
Now you got, don't wiggle and kick. Just kick. Don't move your body. Take your left leg off. Left leg off. Tap with your stick behind your leg. Not that hard, just tap. Tap. There we go. He says, I can go. He hits his head, that's his problem. Let's change direction, do the other side. Good boy. I kind of let them hit their heads because I figure they're on their own with cognizance. If they can't keep their own head from hitting a wall, they got a problem. And I will let them enjoy the problem. That was a lot of mobility, that one. A lot of legs going in both directions very nicely. But when you get a lot of body and pushing involved, it totally clouds your aid. And he's like, I don't know what the hell she wants.
Okay.
More push and kick, isn't it? It's time with the stride and the leg swings and release. Swings and release.
So
The
you
other
said a
leg
key
goes up.
word there.
Yeah, release. Take it off, put it on. Take it off, put it on. Just tap, tap. Put your stick behind it. Tap. A little tap. Little tap. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. Wonderful. Keep tap, tap, tap. Don't wiggle and squirm. Tap. Don't kick with your right leg. Because if you ask him to leave your left leg and he keeps running into a kicking right leg, he says, listen, bitch, what do you want? Big one. Yep. Happily, he doesn't get aggravated and buck you off. But I've had them do that. They have the loveliest length of neck. I think he looks the best I've ever seen him look. So don't get tight with the rein, just have it there, and back your leg up with your stick. There, good, good. So he can position quite a lot with his buddy in. There, good. Good boy. All right, he can go back to the other direction and we'll trot. You let him go the other way, he goes, oh, thank God. So switch, fix your diagonal the other way. Now ask with your leg, your right leg. Yeah, good boy, good boy, good boy. Yeah.
Should I get the correct bend at the end? Or try for it?
Oh, yep,
Okay.
yep, didn't do that. Now kick his butt over. There you go. Yeah, go. Tap, tap. Yeah, yeah. You stopped jerking and tapped, and he went, I heard you. Now correct bend. Yeah, good boy. Now change it before he gets to the wall. Good. Your right leg, tap, tap, tap. Good. Don't pull on the right rein. Correct bend. Ah, good boy. He's always happy to recover. Okay, change. Ah, there you feel it, huh? Yeah. He says, holy shit, that's hard. Correct bend. Good boy. Very willingly staying forward, too. And you sure isn't taking a bad step now.
No.
So you figure it out.
Thanks, Robin.
Good. You notice we catch it earlier, it works, doesn't it?
Yes.
Once he gets into the corner, he's like, listen, lady, I don't get it. You can change direction. Good boy. I think it gives him a lot of power. You're like, yahoo, I can do that. And he's very happy to go back to correct bend. Get the leg before he gets caught. Yep. Tap back with your whip if he doesn't answer. Tap, tap. This one's harder for him because it's not his stiff side, so he doesn't have resistance for you to work through. So kick his butt in. Yeah, good, good, good. Kick, kick, kick. Better. Yeah, you tap and you tap and you tap, and you got a lot of bend, and a lot of diagonal to the wall. It's called leg yield, head to the wall. Bring your left shoulder back. Yeah. Good boy.
Now I'm just pulsing. All I have to do is pulse my leg.
Down he goes. But back it up with a stick if you don't get a lot of answer. There, better. You got more positioning, right? Because he could take his head more to the wall or his butt more off the wall. More extreme positioning. And now he knows what you want him to do. He's perfectly happy to do it. But if you have too many aids scoring at once, like a lot of dressage instructors, when you ask them how to canter, they say, well, you position the horse off your inside leg, and you get him bending and flexing inside, and then you can grab your outside rein and use your outside leg. By that time, the horse says, I've lost interest in this project. Yeah, better. He does these ones better because he's more resistant, so you can push him away. Good boy. I think it makes his canter really nice, trot really nice and springy. And other than the leg twirling around, I don't see him off at all. Good tap tap with the leg. So, yep, I know. You need three hands. But you want to make that leg just irritating enough that he wants to swing away from it.
Okay.
So it's not a power push, it's aggravate. You can be a pest. There, good. Good. That's a better effort. So you have to think of being a pest. And you aggravate him until he goes, oh, crying out loud, I'll move over. That's right. Step on your right stirrup, test it with your left leg. There we go. Good boy. He really swings the hind leg under. I forgot to tell you to step on your outside stirrup, which is the direction he's leaning. Good boy.
Very nice.
Yeah, when you step on the leg, you're not losing. It stabilizes it, it stabilizes it, and it comes toward it. So it does two jobs. I forgot to tell you that part. Good boy. Gets his rear end really going.
It does, I mean, and light,
And he doesn't whine about it.
no.
And that's how I start leg yield, particularly the ones that aren't real leg yield prone. That makes it easier because they're actually doing wrong bend, which they all know how to do. They're born knowing how to wrong bend. Easy, easy. Good boy. Done a good job sitting up today. Only had to fix you once. I think you'd feel better. It looks much more like you're in charge. I, for one, like being in charge. I like to be management. As long as the minions see it my way.
What else would you like?
Well, I'm running through my Rolodex.
Okay, and if you think it's enough considering our start, you know.
Well, he's done
50 minutes.
He's done 50 of his hour,
Okay.
and he's worked pretty much the whole time. So I think, and you're behaving. I don't have to torture you any longer.
Good, why we're ahead?
I think so.
Okay.
Give him a good walk out because he's going to stand in.
We hope he's smart enough to stand
Yesterday
in.
he was. Well, his jammies on. I don't matter if he goes out. I got really sick of cold horses yesterday.
You didn't have your fair share, didn't you?
God, I did. I felt so bad. I don't even care about Bambi, except she's a horse. I felt so bad for her with her cold ears this morning. She's got that big puffy coat and she was cold. And how are you supposed to give your best? You know how tight you get when you're cold. I was so glad Josie went and bought a blanket for Dudley because he was just happy as a pig in poke today.
Thank you.
He was
very, very, very
perfectly
much.
happy with his whole world and he went really well.